Hey, this is Bill from Calderwood Percussion with another weekly shop update. Okay, so normally this time of year is really slow around the shop. Winter time, especially after the holidays, people usually aren't ordering drums. Around here, normally working on like prototypes of new products, or maybe doing some restorations, or building things for my own orchestra. This year is not that. This year we are crazy busy. And that's awesome. But if you have tried to call me or sent an email and didn't get a response in a timely fashion, and when you did, the email began with, "Sorry it took me so long to get back to you, been really slammed at the shop," let me show you why. So this is most of what we are working on right now. So right here, these are the first 6 drums from William Diamond Junior Fife and Drum Corps in Lexington, Massachusetts. We are completely rebuilding these drums for them. So this is 6 of their snares. There's at least 4 more coming, and then I think some bass drums. These shells, we thought we were just going to strip and varnish and prep for paint, but we wound up having a boatload of repairs to do. You never know what's going to happen when you open up a drum, and then you take something apart and find all kinds of stuff, which is sometimes records of previous owners and other people who worked on the drum and interesting tidbits of history, and other times it's re-rings falling out and seams that are coming open. So this was more in the falling out re-rings category, but we got them all back together, and it's actually going really well. So these are about 3/4 done being varnished. Right now they're going off to have painting done. They're getting some artwork done. Thomas Miriam of the Piscataway Rangers Fife and Drum Corps is doing the artwork for them. So these are going off to Thomas to get painted, and then they'll come back here for us to do the last finish coats and put them all back together. Meanwhile, we are repairing and refinishing the hoops for these drums. So there's that. These are drums for the Middletown Pipe Band in Middletown, Connecticut. This is 7 snares and a bass. The snares will have throw-offs, so all of the snares can also be used as tenors, depending on what their line is at any given time. So they have 7 snares / tenors and 26-inch bass drum. So these are coming along really nicely. They're going to have blue hoops that Virginia Wilkos Stafford painted some beautiful scroll work on. So I'm really excited to get these together. These are all done with varnish, and we're just waiting for the varnish to fully cure so we can wet sand and buff them out. With any kind of high gloss finish, in order to get a really beautiful, like glassy finish that's super shiny, you really have to have the finish be as fully cured as possible, because the harder the finish, the better. The harder the finished material is, the better you can sand and buff it to get that really super shiny high gloss. So whether it's lacquer or varnish, we always want to wait at least 1 week from the last coat before we start with the wet sanding. Otherwise, the results, varnish and lacquer, any kind of high gloss finish, if you rush the process, the end result will always suffer. You just can't get that good high gloss finish if you don't allow the full amount of time. So these are just sitting right now as the varnish cures, and they'll get wet sanded and buffed sometime next week, and then from there we can start putting them together, which I'm really excited about. This drum line is going to be awesome. This is a mahogany drum line. It is 2 16-inch snares, a 14-inch snare, and a 24-inch bass drum. This is going to go in our rental fleet, but also, like all of our rental stuff, be available for sale if somebody wants a ready-to-go complete drum line. We've had a number of people contact us where a group was coming in, traveling pretty far, and needed a drum line because they didn't want to pay to ship all their stuff or risk that much travel with their equipment. And we always have a bunch of drums kicking around, but we don't usually have, like, this is a full drum line of stuff that matches that you can just take. So this is the beginnings of this mahogany drum line, and we'll eventually kind of add to this as time goes on. Over here is a drum line for Bath County High School in Kentucky. 3 of these snares and the 2 basses are going to them to match a snare that they already have, and then 2 of those snares, the 2 on top I think, are going to Steve Weiss Music. That'll just be on their catalog for sale. Yeah, so this is stuff that we're working on. This drum line is almost finished, just kind of buttoned up, you know, sewing up the mufflers and tuning everything, stuff like that. And then, as you can see, the other things are in various stages of completion. In addition to this, we have a giant mountain of repairs that we're working on right now. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff going on in the shop, which is awesome. It's really exciting. But you know, when it takes me a while to answer emails, I'm sorry. This is why. Yeah, as these things continue to progress, we can continue to post stuff so you can check it out. And yeah, I'm really excited to get all these done and get them all making noise. So I'm gonna get back to work. Thank you, and I'll catch you next time.